Hey everyone, this is Robbie Straczynski, founder of CardPlayerLifestyle.com. You're with me. I get to speak to the president and CEO of the World Poker Tour, Adam Pliska. Adam, it's good to speak to you again.
It's good to speak to you, Robbie. Everybody loves speaking to you. You're the delight of everyone's journalistic day. So,
Well, tell
yeah,
that to
thank
my
you.
children. So
Okay. All right. Very
we'll
good.
see. But thank you for your time. It's a big announcement today, September 24th for the World Poker Tour. This will probably go live either later today or tomorrow. But so thank you for your time on such a day of big announcements. You've been with the World Poker Tour for over 21 years now, Adam, and you've borne witness to tremendous changes in the poker industry, plenty of highs, plenty of lows. What does it mean to you on a personal level to be able to bring legal online poker back to the United States?
Oh, it's great. I mean, if you just uh, our tour is so robust in the U.S. and to be able to have those touch points online are great. We've done it with Club WPT, and and you have this great community. You've seen them. They're just the best. They're great supporters of poker in general. But what I really like is this says something about the future,
Mhm.
that when you have touch points about uh, safe ways that people can come on and play and enjoy themselves online, that means that we're going to continue to see new players and 5 years, 10 years down the road. What we're doing is we're seeding now what is going to continue to grow this industry. And thank goodness to all of us, we've been able to be around here for the last 2 decades because we've figured out a way to continue to grow, and the players have just done such a great job. So it does mean a lot.
That's good. Good to hear. Not just on the professional level, but on the personal level. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool to hear that. You said yourself this Club WPT. The WPT brand is now directly associated with three online poker sites. There's Club WPT, WPT Global, and now the Club WPT Gold. So very simply, can I ask you to sort of break that down and clarify for those who might be confused which site is for whom?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So for those players playing internationally in areas where you can play real money gaming, we you have WPT Global, and that's available. In the U.S. for the last 15 years, we've run the most successful sweepstakes uh, uh, subscription offering, and that is Club WPT. It's been great because there's a great community that's been built around that. It's a set fee. It's a set fee every month, and a set level of cash and prizes that you can win. But of taking from that sweepstakes base, which is here in the U.S., has allowed a lot of great entertainment, a lot of great play. We're now working with WPT Gold to allow players to have not just a subscription base, but they can play when they want, as much as they want, and have a much more robust offering that's
Mhm.
going to go back to those days and where we felt like online poker was thriving in the U.S. And so the thing that we're the most excited about is right now this is something that we know about sweepstakes poker, but we want to build this with a community.
Mhm.
And so our announcement today is that we're going to be having this major announcement about the free roll that we're going to talk about in a moment. But that is really a part of our awareness campaign, and that we want everybody to help us build this together, and we
Mhm.
want feedback and input. And so it's great for everyone. It's going to allow people who otherwise might not be able to get to some areas where there might be a tournament to be able to play, and to play at the amounts and the sizes and the times they want.
Right. Okay, good. Thank you. Thanks for clarifying that. I think it's important that people be aware of what exactly the WPT Gold product is going to be. Obviously, a lot of planning goes into all of the World Poker Tour's major announcements. I imagine that many ideas were tossed around before you settled on this one and decided, okay, we're going to move forward and execute on it. I believe you said it's the biggest thing we've ever done. So, around when did you settle on creating this Club WPT Gold? In other words, how long has the site itself been in the works? And was this idea of the $5 million free roll a natural extension of that vision, or did it emerge separately?
Well, I mean, I do think that we've always tried to push the limits, and what we've done with Club WPT and those offerings before that existed. People didn't have that, and our ability to tie that into the tour. So we wanted to have a more robust offering for a very long time. That has been in the works for a very, very long time. Of planning to say how can we extend what we've done and make sure that level of trust that the World Poker Tour gives can translate into this more robust offering. In terms of the big promotion, and I'm just going to say it right now, it's a $5 million free roll that we're going to be putting into the WPT Championship. That it came within this year as we were planning, and there was many different opportunities. But you were saying that there's a lot of thinking involved, and you never what is the right path. The right path is just making a decision and going forward and trying to execute and bring value to the community. And so when we really thought about that, we have been trying over the last few years to bring a lot of value to players in many different ways. 2 years ago, we're bringing the WPT to the win. We did the guarantee last year. As we did the cruise. Yep. That was. These are things that allow us to find different ways to bring value to the community. Here, because we have a promotion, we can do it in a way that's never been done before. It's a $5 million free roll, and all we're going to ask is that people sign up on WPT Gold. We're not asking for anything else. Just sign up, yeah. And then they're going to be eligible to win. Over 2,000 tickets are going to be given away. If you look at this, last year, as you remember, we said we're going to put up a $40 million guarantee, and we fell short of that guarantee. And I said at the time, if we fall short, it still will be a small price to pay for what we're trying to build, what we're trying to put into the community. And so here, last year was a chance that we lost. Here, poker players can be assured that more than double the amount of money is going to be going into the ecology, and it has benefits to everyone who's playing, because as you can imagine, there's a lot more people who are going to be showing up with a lot more money and a lot more opportunities at the WPT Championship.
Sure. Okay. So not to put the cart ahead of the horse, but with players from the majority of US states and Canada allowed to play on Club WPT Gold, what sort of player pool size are you hoping to see on the new site come, I don't know, January 1st, 2025, or whenever the official launch date will be?
Yeah, I don't, to us, it's not important that we start off with some set number. What we want to do is get everyone in the community to feel like there's no reason why you should have not signed up, right? Mm-hmm. You should absolutely sign up, because that is our way of getting feedback and to build this thing together. This isn't going to be the launch where you say, oh, everything is perfect in the first day and this is this big launch. This is an invitation to players to come and help us build something together. And in a way that doesn't, that really is not asking other than, signing up. Right. It allows us to tie this into the championship festival in a way that, there's going to be a lot of money that's going to be infused into this, into the month of December.
Sure. Okay. Well, the huge news notwithstanding, of course, I know you see, and everyone at WPT sees the World
Yeah,
Championship 10K event as the marquee event. With
absolutely.
that said, can you please sort of, you know, tell us what are the company's goals to measure the success of that marquee event this year?
Yeah, so it's important, that we continue to make sure that this is a definitive winner event where people want the prestige of winning the WPT championship. There's no doubt. I mean, that is to get your name on the Mike Sexton championship, Champions Cup is one of the greatest honors that you can have in poker. But we want to make sure that there is a lot of opportunities for the championship going forward. And in this year, this is why these things are connected. You take the championship, and 100 of that $5 million, 100 seats, were going to go right into that championship. In
Right.
addition, I used to, for a long time, used to sit there and think, gosh, if we only had qualifiers, to WPT events. And now you're seeing significant, we estimate there's probably 1,000 qualifiers between the online, the satellites there at the Win, WPT Global, Club WPT.
Mhm.
And so everyone benefits from this. The players have spoken. They have said to us how much they enjoy the prestige of the WPT Championship at the Win.
Mhm.
They are our partner for this. They're a phenomenal partner, and I think that they underscore the prestige. And on top of that, you know, for a lot of people, even if you just came to Vegas and wanted to go to the Wynn Resort, I mean, you're never going to, you're going to have a room rate that's just, I said the other day, it probably costs less than a dinner somewhere on the strip, and have this amazing time where the entire poker community is there, and you're going to see, history made.
Cool. Okay, excellent. I think two and a half more questions from me. With no guarantee on it, how important is it to you that you approach or eclipse last year's number of 3,835 entrants and perhaps approach that 40 million prize pool that you were shooting for last year?
Yeah, so I mean, I think that is a question that's going to, people are asking a lot. But I want to go back to what I said last year and what we are doing here, and I think you can see it with the move that we're making. Our goal is to make the greatest poker event experience, period. And so we want people to walk away, and numbers are a factor in that, but so is the diversity of people and the growing the ecology and the fun and the entertainment and everything around it. So what I'm going to be looking for is, you know, are there new players? There obviously will be new players because we're putting in a lot more
Right.
players, but do we have that, growth from a diversity of players? Ultimately, this is going to be a major event, and we're a little bit shorter on the calendar this year,
Mhm.
but ultimately, people know that they're playing for one of the largest prizes in poker, and definitely for the prestige. And so, if we can surprise people, surprise and delight. That's what I keep saying to the staff. Our job is just surprise and delight. If at the end of December you come back and say you were surprised and you were delighted by the experience, then I think that we've done our job.
Well, you and your staff have certainly done that job of surprise and delight, at least now at the end of September, because you're talking to a mixed game guy, Adam. And I couldn't help but notice the proliferation, there's no other word for it, of
Yeah,
mixed game events on the WPT World Championship
yeah.
schedule. Three horse events, a big bet mix, PLO 8, Limit Omaha 8, Stud 8, Big O, Taurus. You have Taurus, 5 card PLO, mixed triple draw, and most of them are at a very accessible buy-in of $600. So I guess Matt Savage has really been whispering in your ear. I mean, look,
Well. We all know Matt Savage will whisper no matter what. He doesn't whisper so much, but Matt is such a great advocate for players and players' interest. But again, and just like with the WPT Gold, and I think um, this is something that it's only been a it's only this is only the third year for the WPT Championship here at the Win, but we to us we want players to feel that we are building something together.
Hmm.
And so look, we're not always going to agree on what we should do or what we don't. What I do think that people are um, believe is that the World Poker Tour listens and tries.
Hmm.
Maybe we get it right, maybe we get it wrong. Some people are going to say, "Oh my gosh, you shouldn't have put in $5 million. You should have put it in over here. You should have done the guarantee, or you should have done this." Um, and that's okay. We take all of the feedback, but as long as we never want to be accused of not trying, not pushing the boundaries, not seeing what it is that the WPT can do. So when it comes to mixed games and people and the feedback, it is tremendously important. Player feedback.
Hmm.
The players are writing our narrative, and for that we're incredibly grateful.
Okay, so this is the half. I said it's 2 to 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you can sort of say our ballpark. Obviously the player feedback's important. There's
Yeah.
the internal team when you hear from Matt, other members of WPT, and I imagine also the wonderful staff at the Win. What was it, or what combination of those three was it that finally tipped the scales? I say finally again because it's so unusual. Like, you never see this many mixed games on a WPT schedule. What was it that you guys said, okay, we're going, and doing a lot more mixed games this year?
Yeah, so we have probably the most serious debrief I would bet in most companies, and
Mhm.
that has a lot of passionate people in it. And those people feel very passionate because they're advocating for their experience, players' experience, and it's coming from those debriefs that
Mm-hmm.
where these come from. And but it is absolutely the case that players' interest in their voices are being heard, and this is a result of this. It is not just we go into a room and decide, you know, this is the greatest thing and everybody's going to like it.
Sure.
Um, this is definitely a collaborative experience, and I love it that way. That's the best part of this job.
Fantastic. Adam, thank you so much for your time. Folks, that's WPT President and CEO Adam Pliska. I look forward to seeing you, Adam, and all of you guys who are watching in December at the WPT World Championship. And I think I'm going to hop into that Taurus or triple draw mix. It just looks so enticing. Thank you so much for your time, Adam.
100%. All right, thanks, Robbie.